And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Sun Devils have a 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
That penalty. Ten yards will replay the down. Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Final play of the quarter coming. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark.
Here, if you're on offense.
Through his...
All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down low.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sherman. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The play action fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about
first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here.
Defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way. On the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first two quarters of football in Morgantown. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and to be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Santos. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a... Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets open down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed that the... Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, going up top. Find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. A 6-point game, getting very deep in the fourth quarter, and the offense desperately. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.